Well, thanks to the big piglin keep, we now have an abundance of prismarine to play with. And it just so happens that level 4 upgrades require prismarine. Ain't we lucky? So let's get these morons set up with level 4 builders then, shall we? In addition to level 4, I think we're also long overdue some plantations in the colony. And I'm pretty sure I know the perfect positions for them. I've got a plan in mind for both Heaven and Hell's plantations actually. We are going to have 4 of them, 4 plantations per colony. Each plantation is limited to growing a maximum of 3 plants, regardless of how many fields that they can look after. And there's 13 different crops in total that they can grow. So having 4 plantations, growing 3 crops each, will give us 12 of those 13 crops. And that'll be good enough. We'll start off with 2 plantations side by side as we see here. And I'm thinking, just for a bit of variety to get away from these garden cross decorations, we'll maybe go for pond decorations in this new area, just to add a bit of water flowing around the place. What could possibly go wrong with that idea, surely? Once we see how easy, or difficult knowing this lot, it is to build these first 2 plantations, we'll look into building the other 2 beside them afterwards. We'll maybe do like a water avenue down the centre line and have the plantations to either side of it. That could maybe work. Anyway, plantations aside for now, have any of these idiots picked up their level 4 upgrades yet? No, is the short answer to that. They are still working on the new farm upgrades. And it's not helping matters much either with the warehouse being so full, so that the delivery system can't actually operate. But once we do get this lot to level 4, I think one of the first upgrades we'll do is actually upgrade the warehouse here to level 4. It'll definitely give us access to another 2 couriers to work within the warehouse, but I'm also hoping that it'll give us access to a lot more storage. Olive was just waiting in on a few more deliveries of stone bricks to complete the level 2 upgrade to the new composter here, I believe. Yes, it is a level 2 upgrade that is getting, so after she's done that, she should go pick up her own level 4 upgrade. Or she might get to 99% done with it and then decide to go idle. Well, after a little pep talk, she finished with the composter and we have started on her own hut. Framed dark prismarine, nether wart blocks and dark prismarine. That should be absolutely fine. We've got loads of dark prismarine. A sea lantern though, I'll need to check for that. And we do indeed seem to be getting in deliveries of most everything else. We unfortunately don't seem to have any sea lanterns within the backpack, so I don't think we did manage to find any within the keep. Not to say that the keep doesn't have any within it, we might just need to go a bit further exploring to find some. And I'm very glad that we did. We've got an entire room here full of prismarine, which we didn't even touch. Yeah, loads of sea lanterns and other forms of prismarine here, as well as a second trident. We should probably look into making a prismarine seed. Actually, that might make this a lot easier to farm this stuff. We'll need 4 prismarine aglos, which require some shards and some crystals to make. Still quite a lot of this keep to explore actually, which we will do in due time. For now though, we'll just break the sea lanterns and get out the shards and crystals from them. Then we'll make up those aglos and we'll get our prismarine seed. Scratch that thought actually, we only get crystals out from the sea lanterns. I still need to go kill some guardians to get the shards. Hi friends, don't mind me. 1 prismarine seed coming up. I think whilst we're here actually, what we'll do is make up a lot of deep slate bricks. Level 4 upgrades replace the stone brick exterior with deep slate bricks, so we're gonna need a shit ton of them anyway. We'll drip feed the warehouse some for now, just so that we don't clog it up too much. Look at the amount of full backpacks I've got here of junk just waiting to go back into the warehouse anyway. Yes, we desperately need to upgrade this. We will teach the mechanic how to make sea lanterns, although we will need to find a way to supply the colony with shards and crystals. The fisher's hut would be ideal for that, as they can catch prismarine whilst they fish, but of course we'd need to actually build the hut first. For now, I can simply turn the prismarine essence into the shards I need. Oh, I've also just remembered that we did eventually get up our own dyer, and I know that they can take the prismarine shards alongside black dye and make dark prismarine up with them, so let's teach them that recipe. As for the other prismarine blocks, well, the stonemason already knows how to craft those from default recipes. Of course, they always ask for the one block, which I haven't yet taught anyone. Although that is yet another stonemason recipe, so long as we can supply them with honeycomb. I think we might need to give the apiary proper bees to look after. Olive at least is getting in a lot of deliveries of items as we speak. Unfortunately, we haven't really done much with the level 4 upgrade yet, but for once, it's not really the builder's fault, it's the delivery system being held up at the moment, with the bloody warehouse being so full. Such a common issue with these colonies, too many items, never enough space. And of course, we now need oxidized copper as well. Fortunately for them, I've been on the ball with that. And we'll just simply fill up what we've just taken out. You know, I've just noticed here that there's a lot of crops still within the warehouse, a lot of which we did bring over from heaven, but we've also got a lot of food items set in here as well. And that does surprise and confuse me, seeing as these idiots are constantly complaining that they're hungry or tired. So what the hell is going on then with the chef and the dining hall now? Why are you not giving these idiots what they need? Is it yet another storage issue? You only seem to have this small storage here and your own personal one. I have no idea really, but it is quite irritating to see that we are preparing food and not serving idiots. I'm really starting to question things within the colony, and maybe everything is all down to the delivery system. There's quite a long queue for a lot of these items, and that's purely just for the builders, never mind the rest of the buildings around the colony, such as the dining hall. The answer to a lot of issues might just be lying with the warehouse. The solution might be to build a second warehouse and have a whole set of new couriers working as well. Right, something to maybe take on board. Yes, with the fact that we still aren't finished with simple level 2 upgrades to the farm, really just waiting on stone bricks replacing the cobblestone bricks, it does seem to me that we've got a big delivery issue at the moment. We might need to pause the farming and plantation expansion for now, at least until we do get the delivery system better functioning. A level 4 upgrade may be all it needs to help it along, but honestly at this stage I do get the feeling we may need a second, if not a third warehouse. I've jumped ahead quite some time, just to let the delivery system catch up with itself, and also to ensure that we do actually make some progress in this episode. The two idiots did eventually finish their level 2 farm upgrades, and then move straight on to do the 2 pond cross decorations we set. They are fairly straightforward to build, so I just let them get on with it. Although I can't say that I'm very happy about the placement of the lampposts here, they are very much in the way of the path. I might move them to the side. From the cross decorations, they then picked up the plantation builds, which I thought I had cancelled, but clearly didn't. But I'm good with them building the plantations. It still lets us carry on with the initial plan for this episode. They can upgrade their own huts to level 4 afterwards, so long as the delivery system behaves itself. Speaking of level 4, Olive, as we've seen, has completed her own level 4 builder's hut. I can't say that too much has changed overall. The inside is a bit darker because of the deep slate, and there's a bit more red from the inverted roof shingles. There's a very important, very required framed dark prismarine block embedded into the wall as well. Olive has now picked up the level 4 warehouse however, so fingers crossed that an additional 32 storage racks plus 2 more couriers will keep the delivery system ticking along for now. Watching these couriers and having to constantly babysit sorting the warehouse though has definitely convinced me that hell could be doing with at least 1 more warehouse. That, alongside the fisherman build, will be something we'll look into at a future point. We do have a few items on the open request list which we'll need to sort for them, mainly a lot of birch for the plantations. There's also some dirt slabs and dirt stair blocks to teach to the mechanic, and green terracotta to teach to the dyer. with the only non-food item left being paper extra, which is a plantation block that we can eventually teach, but for now, we'll need to make it up. That's gonna be the warehouse full again then. The plantations are going to require a lot of birch to turn into decoration. Yep, a hell of a lot of birch actually, stripped as well. Think I'll assist on the stripping front. The warehouse is certainly going to take some time to upgrade. We need to replace nearly 3,000 stone bricks with 3,000 deep slate bricks. And I tell you what actually, just before she removes all my backpacks, let's take them out. By the looks of it, the upgrade is very similar to our own builder's hut. We are getting in the all important frame dark prismarine blocks, and basically some more red nether bricks. So overall the build is just going to get a bit darker and a bit more red. The 9 open requests that we currently have are mainly for food, requiring onions and garlic. Reed is the farmer looking after our onions, and he's doing something. In addition to the delivery system being dog shit, I also think there's an issue with the tilled soil down here in hell. I do notice that they only plant in some spaces, not all of them. So that really isn't helping with the overall cultivation of crops then, is it? Maybe the new farmers would do better? Nope, they're exactly the same. Although I wonder if the pattern we see here is because of the crops growing outwards by themselves. Maybe the farmers didn't plant those at all. Maybe this is all self-cultivated. Because the shape is the exact same in all of the fields that we have over here. Very interesting. Oh good, she's installed some new racks then, so the warehouse already has some more space within it. Let's instantly fill up that space then and empty a few of our backpacks. And the best way to know if your warehouse is full is whenever you go into its inventory. If this is full, especially after you sort it, then that means your warehouse is pretty much full of junk. I mean honestly, I am impressed. That's the warehouse now back being full again. And we were able to empty all of the backpacks we see there. Just another 2 more that I had to put in. And these backpacks have quite a lot of space within them, so that was a lot of junk we were then able to put back into the warehouse. Plus we still have another 16 racks to install in it. So yes, I am actually impressed. The level 4 upgrade has definitely done wonders. Additional storage space has certainly helped a lot. I see the plantation Grace is working on is coming along not too badly. I'll not land in case I grow anything. Yeah, we're about 30% done with it so far. A lot of dirt stairs going into this. Hubertus, on the other hand, has managed to place in 1 cobblestone block for his build, so he's also doing well. You can see in the warehouse's task list that the couriers, they're definitely busy. There's a lot of deliveries that they need to fulfill here. 32 birch walls for the miner. You requesting in some birch walls, friend? Are we actually doing something? Well, we are definitely doing something. I don't think we're doing it correctly, but we are doing something. They've actually got some mine shafts, and I'm sure wood against lava is definitely going to be helpful. Interesting. I wasn't aware that the miner was actually functional. I thought it was more of a gimmick down here than anything else. And I'm very much being generous using the word functional. Yeah, keep up the work then, Mr. Miner. You're definitely doing something. He's actually hit bedrock actually, so that's as deep as he'll ever be able to dig. Well, that's now all of 100% supplied for the warehouse upgrade at least. And we're coming up to 40% completion with it. Just a lot more installation of deep slate. Grace is 95% supplied for the plantation build, just awaiting in a few more items, including some azalea leaf stairs, which will be a Fletcher item. And let me guess, you're going to require the azalea leaves as well.
Baked potatoes hit the spot.
Hubertus is lagging behind a little bit with his plantation. We're only 33% done with it. Would kind of help if he wasn't just wandering around aimlessly. So I think the only plantation we're going to get up here today in this episode will be Grace's. And even then, maybe not. She might be stuck. Yep, and now that ghast over there is eyeing up Hubertus, wherever that idiot has gone to. And that was all of just installing the new courier huts. I don't suppose we can upgrade those? Yes, indeed we can. Although in saying that, although we can build them, we don't have any available builder at the moment. But that's now given this warehouse 8 couriers to work within it, which is essentially a 25% increase, delivery increase. And that's the warehouse upgrade complete. Level 4, more storage, more delivery idiots. As for Grace's plantation, we are 69% done with it, just waiting in on some wooden gates. And we know what this colony's like with its wooden gate shenanigans. Well, we had to pivot a bit today from the initial simple plan of level 4 builders, followed by new plantations, but the level 4 warehouse and courier upgrade should make a difference in the short term. As for now though, Hell's farming expansion is back on track.